Ah, 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 ah. Oh, that laugh sucked. Oh, man. Suicide Squad is directed by David Ayer and stars Will Smith, Jared Leto, Margot Robbie, Viola Davis, and Joel Kinnaman. This is the latest film in the DC Cinematic Universe, or as it's really called, DC Extended Universe. But anyway, let's not get ahead of ourselves. So in this film, Amanda Waller, played by Viola Davis, assembles this team of bad guys who we've seen in DC Comics before: Deadshot, Harley Quinn, Captain Boomerang, Killer Croc, so many people to name off. They're known as Task Force X, and then they become the Suicide Squad. They are assembled to stop a huge thing that's basically terrorizing the city, and we have our movie. Now, if you guys saw my review for Batman v Superman, you may know that I thought the film was fine. It wasn't anything special. I got the movie on Blu-ray. I've yet to watch the Ultimate Edition, but I do want to watch it very soon. And also, by the way, I'm back recording to the camera. I really hope this microphone works because I don't want to reshoot this review again. So let's just hope for the best, okay, ladies and gentlemen? And I was really excited for this movie. I was so hopeful for this movie going into it. I love David Ayer. He's a great director. He wrote Training Day, which is one of my favorite films of all time. And The Watch is a great film. He wrote and directed that. And then Fury was also really good. I did not say that movie was sabotage, but it was garbage. Garbage. It was garbage. I mean, you couldn't see my movie Sabotage because it was garbage. It was absolute garbage. You stupid ginger. Thank you, Arnold, for calling me a ginger. God bless. So I was hopeful going into Suicide Squad, and I gotta tell you right now, I really enjoyed it. Fuck the critics, because this movie is a blast. Now listen, is the movie perfect? No. It has problems, but I was entertained. I enjoyed myself. I wasn't bored. That's what I wanted when going into this movie, because I felt that Batman v Superman kind of lacked that. And I didn't hate Batman v Superman. Like I said before, I thought it was fine. But it could have been so much better. And this movie could have been better as well. But it wasn't bad. So let's start with my pros. The cast, in terms of the performances, for the most part, are great. Will Smith really impressed me as Deadshot. He has the most development. He was definitely the best person in the squad, and he was my favorite aspect of the whole film. Margot Robbie. Oh my goodness. I mean, first of all, you know, her parents must have been like the most beautiful people in the world. Because she is so beautiful. Even with all the makeup on, she is great. Harley Quinn is one of my favorite comic book characters of all time. I really like the way they portrayed Harley Quinn in this movie, and Margot Robbie killed it. She owned this role. Jared Leto as the Joker. I'll get to more of him later on, but I will say that his performance was pretty damn awesome. Courtney absolutely surprised the hell out of me. I don't like Courtney at all, but he was great as Captain Boomerang. He was funny, he was entertaining, he was probably the standout of everybody. People need to talk about Hernandez as Diablo. That guy was really cool, but he was so underused, as was Captain Boomerang. I liked the action in the film. It was very well done. Some of the CGI was not that good, but the CGI for the most part is really good. The makeup, especially on Killer Croc, is great. I wasn't bored. The pacing was very fast, in my opinion. I had a great time, and I also really liked the soundtrack. There were few aspects of the soundtrack that I'm just like, was that really needed? Now, when it comes to my problems with the movie, I'll say this. This movie does lack some character development. Also, I forgot to mention the performances. Viola Davis, amazing as Amanda Waller. She is such a badass. And you may think, oh, she's just a CIA woman. No, she's a badass, and she rocks. I love Viola Davis. I loved Amanda Waller. I cannot wait to see more of her. Hopefully, if they continue the Suicide Squad story. Now, when it comes to my problems with the movie, there's some character development that just doesn't work, because Deadshot's really the one that gets the most character development, as is Harley Quinn. Like, Captain Boomerang doesn't really get much. Diablo has some family stuff, but it's not extremely developed and maybe not really care for it at all that much. And the Joker, he was barely in the movie. He was only in the movie for, I think, a total of 20 minutes. But it's not about him. It's about the squad themselves. Squad. He wasn't really needed in the movie. I honestly would have been fine if he wasn't in the movie. And people are going to be like, oh, is he top Heath Ledger? No. People need to understand this. There might not be anyone that could top Heath Ledger's Joker. What Jared Leto does is his own thing. He does kind of remind me a little bit of like Johnny Depp played the Joker, but in a good way. The Enchantress, who was played by Cara Delevingne, I didn't like her all that. I'm not really a big fan of Cara Delevingne, in all honesty. And Rick Flag, who was originally supposed to be played by Tom Hardy, but Tom Hardy had to drop out because of the stuff going on with The Revenant. Joel Kinnaman was okay. He was okay, I guess. I don't really like him either. I'm not a Joel Kinnaman fan, but the character development is definitely the weakest thing, and also the plot is just something we've seen before. It's nothing really special. It's nothing really new, and I kind of wish they took a little more risk with the plot. But that being said, I really enjoyed Suicide Squad. The writing by David Ayer was pretty good. This is probably the weakest film I've seen from him in terms of directing, but that doesn't mean that it's a bad film. It really could have been better. I wish they added a lot more character development with other people. They looked like there were some scenes cut out. There will probably be an unrated edition of this movie. I wouldn't be surprised if there is. I will definitely be buying that on Blu-ray. Overall, I really enjoyed Suicide Squad. It's visually good. The performances are good. The characters are really likable for the most part. The pacing wasn't iffy. I wasn't bored. I was entertained. I really enjoyed the film. I'm going to give Suicide Squad a B+. Guys, tell me what you thought of this movie. If you saw it, really, fuck the critics. This movie's not for them. This movie is for people who want to have fun. And yes, there are some critics out there who really enjoyed the movie. So yeah, this is not worse than Fantastic Four. There was a critic who said that. First of all, you're an idiot. You're a fucking dumb shit. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching my review of Suicide Squad. Please tell me that what you thought of the movie. If you saw it, who's your favorite character in the Suicide Squad? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.